Welcome back to another video, you juicy pineapples. Now today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be about something that's been on my mind a lot recently. Now, for many years I have suffered very badly with panic attacks and anxiety. Sometimes worse than others. Sometimes it's like up here, sometimes it's mild, and sometimes it just goes away for a while. And I can never really put on or pinpoint where the trigger is. Now, for those of you that are lucky enough to not know what panic attacks are or what they feel like, panic attacks are something that just come very fast, very rapidly, and very unexpected. Now, it can happen in any situation, which I found out recently. My most recent situation was a job interview. Now, I went to a job interview after just being laid off at a job that I thought I was doing really well at, and I thought they valued me just as much as I valued them. But out of nowhere, snap! I'm not needed anymore. So I was found myself in a position where I had a very comfortable job, good, like well paid. Um, I had structure. And I was settled. And now this comes around, and I don't know where I am, what I'm doing. Anyway, that same day, I'm out looking for work because I'm a big worrier of sitting around doing nothing. I'm a big worrier. Like even now, making this video, I've literally been home 30 minutes from work myself. So I get to this interview, dressed for the occasion. My success rate at interviews are very high, are very high. If I've gone to an interview, 95% of the times I've got the job. This one I was very anxious about because I really not only wanted it, but at this point I needed it. So I get into the interview. It's just a one-to-one with a nice female called Jessica, and she was brilliant. You'll know why as we go on. Anyway, I sit down. She's asking questions. I answer them. Just like the basic stuff that you do at an interview. And it then comes to a point where I'm thinking to myself, I'm actually doing really well here. Like it continues. Like the success rate is going to be still up there. Like I've got nothing to worry about. And then out of nowhere, boom, start going dizzy. Start feeling a little bit faint. Start sweating profusely. And I start panicking. I'm in a safe environment. There's exit doors left, right, and center. There's windows left, right, and center. There's a communication where I don't feel pressured, or I don't feel like I'm under huge pressure, if that makes sense. I'm in a comfortable environment, but this overwhelming sense of panic, it just triggers. And whilst Jessica was asking a question, I stop and I say, "Do you mind if we just pause for a moment? Do you mind if I just step outside and just get some fresh air?" She's like, "Is everything okay?" So I said, "Yeah, I just feel weird." I knew what it was, but I didn't want to panic her or worry her. I knew what it was. I just said, "Oh, I don't know. I just feel weird. Maybe I'm just a bit hot." So she said, "Yeah, it's fine. Just go get some fresh air. Um, Go get some fresh air and come back when you're ready." I said, "Thank you. I appreciate it." As you would. Embarrassment sets in because I now walk out and there's 3 or 4 of the employees sitting there, and they're watching me walk out without the stuff I came in. So my bag and my drink and everything's still in there. So they're probably thinking, "What's going on here?" Now that's what's going through my mind anyway. It might not have been the case. As I was walking out, I then stand, try snap out of it over and over. I can't snap out of it. I know what it is, but I'm trying to find a way to get over it, like how I normally do. I normally breathe, count to 10, and relax myself. I couldn't shake it. And then thankfully, she got in contact with me from my personal number. So I sent her a text while she was still in there and my stuff was in there, saying, "Do you mind if we reschedule? I'm not feeling too good." She said, yeah, it's completely fine. She said, what about your stuff? I said, yeah, I'll come get that. So I went and got my stuff, and then I left the building. As soon as I left that building, I knew straight away that I'm back to where I was years ago. I know I'm now going down a patch, and it's all because of this trigger. This trigger of me being so comfortable and settled to it now being well-winded. Now, I got diagnosed with ADHD quite late. I got diagnosed with it, I believe, when I was 13 or 14. So there's some underlying stuff there as well. So it takes quite a lot for me to settle in and not worry and feel comfortable about things. So I think that flip side, that turnaround, roundabout sort of emotion, kind of set these things off and put it in place. Now, when I left that building, a few things went through my mind. Instantly, I was thinking, why? Like, why? I do all the things that they say you should do to get over mental health issues. I'm training well. I'm doing my Muay Thai 4 or 5 times a week. My diet's very well. I'm sleeping well. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying life. I'm happy. So why am I still going through this? That was a long journey home. A long journey home. It was to the point where I made sure it took me about an hour and a half to get from where this was to my home address. Is about 30 minutes. Public transport, 30 minutes. In a vehicle, 10 minutes. I chose to walk. I chose to have a nice walk home, which could take about an hour and a half. It took me about 2 hours, just because I weren't rushing it. Now, on that walk home, all those thoughts were going through my mind, the ones that I've mentioned before. Look, what's wrong with me? Like, why? Why all this? Why now? When I didn't need it the most, why now? Now, that walk home was a real eye opener for me, because previously I let myself believe that out of my family, my siblings, that I am the odd one out, which rightfully I am. I mean, I know I am. I mean, I think they know I am, but in ways that are good. But at the same time, a lot of my family, if not most, they have their family. They have their partner or their wife. They have their children. They have their own home. I don't. I'm 28. I still live with my mum and stepdad. I don't have no kids. I don't have no marriage. I have problems. So why, in a time where I'm thinking, how could anybody love me if I don't love myself? And that's how it's been in my mind for years and years and years, and it's still quite raw to me because I still do share some of those thoughts. But I get home, I sit on the end of my bed, and then the tears start streaming down my face. As a man, that never happens for me. I never leave myself so vulnerable. But as soon as I sat on the end of that bed, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. But at that point, I said, we do something to turn this around. We put the cards in my favour right now. So what do? I up my training. I maximise my diet, but healthily. I reach out to people that are closest to me. I then connect with you guys. That is a big thing for me because I never thought I would do something like this. I never thought I'd start a YouTube channel. I never thought I'd be talking about the things that I love. Yes, I'm not a massive YouTuber. Hell, I'm not even a little YouTuber. I can't even class myself as a YouTuber. I just post videos for you guys for a small little audience, for some reason, who still choose to come by my videos and engage with me. Now, for that, I'll always be grateful, because not only isn't it giving me a sense of joy talking about what I love the most, it's also given me the chance to do what many men and females don't do to this day. And that's open up and talk about it. Now, right now, in this moment, I do not have a panic attack. I do not have no anxiety. When I'll end this video, chances are 50-50. I'll be feeling some sort of anxiety or panic attack. Hell, I'll go to work now. Every single time, every shift I turn up to. Anxiety is filled just by going on my way to work. I get customers come up to me, ask me for help, whilst I'm mid through a panic attack. But they don't know that. But I've got to get through that. And that's something that, it's just life, you know what I mean? There's so many people out there that have it worse than me. So why can't I deal with it? I'm more of a believer of, why not me? At the end of the day, the way this makes me feel on some days, I'm glad it's me and not any of the people that I love the most. Because for some reason, I've been chosen to have this and to be the way I am, because I guess I can handle it. I guess I'm made for it in a way. Now you've got to use what we class as curses as your gifts. Now our downfalls do not define us. It's how we choose to express them and come by them that makes us who we are today. So, in a little bit of depth, I've now been able to express how I feel, or how I do feel on a day-to-day basis, or how my recent life events have been to you guys. And don't think whether I'm small time, whether the chances, the slim chance that I ever make it big. Anybody that comes across my videos is always able to reach out to me, because I'll be there for anybody who has any slight of struggle, anything going wrong in their life. I will be a listener. I will not confront you with my problems. I will listen to yours. I will listen to yours and treat them as if they're my own. That's what we've got to do. We've got to be there for each other. And now, I can't thank you guys enough for always tuning into my videos. Whether it's 1 view, 3 views, no views, 2,000 views. Because, not that I don't already have it, it gives me that push to not give up. Not give up on this channel, not give up on my mental health, not give up on anything. Because if you do truly love something, don't do it for the wrong things. Don't do it for money. Don't do it for fame. Do it because you love it. And there will be people to say, oh my God, look what they're doing. That's cringy as hell. But those same people aren't doing what they love. You are. Now, I'm going to end this video there. But as I always say, thank you for coming across this video. And if you relate to anything that I've said in this video, if you're too scared to drop it in the comments, reach out to me, or put in the comments, say me, I'll reach out to you. Don't be too afraid to talk about what you're going through. Don't be ashamed of it. Own who you are and control yourself. Don't worry about other people. Trust me. So on that note, thank you for coming across another video. And I'll catch you at the next one. But if you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you at the next one. Whoosh.